Dear Logan, I miss you every day. I remember the first time I saw you on an ultrasound, kicking your little brother right in the head. I remember how much worry there was about you, Noah, and your mom, when your mom's blood pressure was so high that she had to go stay in the hospital. I remember the wait for you to be born. Those 2 weeks seemed to take so long. And then, your birth date was set by the doctors, and we were so excited to meet you and Noah. I remember that night, waiting and waiting and waiting, and then, in a flurry of activity, your mom and grandma were whisked away to the operating room and I stayed behind, waiting to go with you when they took you to the NICU. I remember August 17th, 2017. I remember looking at you and Noah in awe on the elevator ride. I remember helping by holding your hand while the nurses worked on you. I remember your eyes, wide open and looking into mine. I remember how your little fingers curled around my finger and held on while you were poked and observed and fed. I remember that day as the day I fell in love with you. I remember praying for you, holding you, doing your laundry, bringing you your car seats, and especially the day you were discharged from the hospital and came home to us. I remember how quickly you grew, how observant you were, like Walter Matthau with Noah as Jack Lemmon from Grumpy Old Men. I remember coming home every day and waiting for you to wake up so I could ask you how your day was, and how you would babble back at me with all the very important details. I remember your smile. We had to work hard for it, but that made it all the sweeter when we earned it. I remember how you grew, so fast, so big, so sweet, so smart. I remember January 31st, 2018. I remember you leaving in the ambulance, and I remember thinking that the doctors and nurses would fix what was wrong, and you'd be all better and come back home to me. I remember when I knew I would never see that smile again. When I knew we would never have those talks about your day again, that you wouldn't get better, that you weren't coming home. I remember February 13th, 2018. I remember the phone from Uncle Rob telling me I better come up. I remember being in the room with you and Uncle Rob and talking to you, holding you, singing to you. I remember holding your hand as you took your last breath and whispering in your ear that I loved you so much and to go find your old Papa Mohler, who was going to be so happy to meet you. I remember holding you and rocking you long after you were gone because I didn't want to leave you alone. Uncle Rob and I stayed with you until someone came for you. I remember you every day. I miss you every day. I love you, Logan Reed Mohler. You will always be remembered. Aunt Lisa.